Allow me a moment to kindly share my screen. Hope my screen is visible to everyone. Sanjay, can you please confirm on that?
Yes.
All right, thank you. So this is what we call the landing page. A link will be shared to you, which is called the Exhibitor's Dashboard link. So when you click on that link, you land up onto this page, wherein it will ask you for a login ID and a password. So along with the login URL, you'll also be given with the login ID and a password, which is going to be exclusively for your particular booth. So you have to punch in your ID and your password, which will be mentioned in the email that we'll be sharing with you after this demo, and you'll have to sign in. Once you're signed in, you land up on this page, which is called the Exhibitor's Dashboard. So now the Exhibitor's Dashboard is basically divided into three parts. First is the Exhibitor's Manager, which involves the uploading of your document, your social media handles, any kind of videos that you want to upload, any integration of social media handles like your Facebook page, your Instagram page, any of those. Second part is the interactive feature between the exhibitor and the visitor with the delegate. And the third part is the reports and analytics. So we'll start with the first part first, which is uploading of documents, creation of booth representatives, integration of social media. So you have to click on Exhibitor Managers first, then click on Exhibitor. You'll be shown up with the name of your booth, which is going to be as per your login ID, of course. You have to click on Edit button over here. You land up to a similar page like this, which will have separate fields asking you for your video link, your Facebook link, your LinkedIn profile, your Twitter handle, your website URL, your Instagram page, your YouTube channel if you have any, and a feedback link. So all these are various links that you can just put in. So this video link is basically the link of the video, the primary video that you might just want to display on your booth. So there what you'll have to do is you'll simply have to upload your video that you want to display on the screen of your booth on either YouTube or Vimeo, and place that YouTube or Vimeo link over here in this field. I'm just repeating this once again. Please ensure that you put only a video link that is uploaded on either YouTube or Vimeo. No other links would work here. No Google Drive link, no WeTransfer link, none of the other links that you might just want to put up will work over here. So very strictly, just YouTube or Vimeo links. Then you've got a Facebook page, you've got a LinkedIn, like I've already described, your Twitter handle, website URL, Instagram. If you have got a YouTube channel, you want to put that link, you can do that as well. And then there's a feedback link. So just in case if you want to take up any kind of feedback from your clients, you can always do that. All the delegates that might just land up on your booth, you can always take their feedback through maybe a Google form. So you can create a Google form on your own, and you can paste the link over here in this field. Apart from that, if you've got already a feedback form made up on your website maybe, so you can put that link also over here. So whatever link where you want to take a feedback from your delegate, you can always put that over here, and a tab will be there on the front end for the delegates, for the visitors, to just give a feedback on your booth, on your products, or maybe on the kind of communication that you guys have. Then there's this product keywords field. So in this, what happens is this basically enables any delegate, any visitor to locate you very easily. So just in case in a particular segment that you deal in, you can always, sorry, just a second. So in a particular segment that you might just deal in, you can always put that particular link over here. which will enable the delegate to just search for that product segment. So just in case if a delegate comes onto the platform and wants to meet somebody from a particular segment. So let's say if this was a medical exhibition and if somebody deals in, let's say, injections. So if he puts injection as the product keyword, so if anybody wants to search any exhibitor, wants to meet any exhibitor who deals in injections, so you can simply type the keyword as injection, and in the search result, the name of that particular exhibitor will be displayed. So he can just directly locate that particular exhibitor and will directly land onto your booth. So this is just to enable the delegate, the visitor, to have your visibility enhanced. Then once you're done with filling up of all of these, you can simply click on submit, and you'll get an alert like this that the detail has been successfully added. Then there's this exhibitor stall button. So you have to click on this. Again, the name of your booth would be mentioned over here. Here you have to click on edit. When you click on edit, so this basically acts like a business card for you. So what a business card does in a physical world, in a physical exhibition, likewise this functionality also has got the same feature. So if you want to display any details, contact details of maybe the top level management of your company, let's say the CEO, the vice president, director, chairperson, maybe marketing head, business head. So whosoever you want to display the details of, you can always put that in the details of staff info. There's this information tab which says add new information. So if you click on this, a new tab like this will open up, which will have the name, designation, email, country code, mobile. The Zoom link you can ignore as of now over here. You can always have these details filled up, and accordingly the same would be displayed here, displayed on the front end to all the delegates. Then we have got very important feature, which is the start time, the end time, and the duration. So here what this means is basically this actually refers to the time that you are there on your booth. So although we really recommend that you should be there on your booth logged in from the front end all the time during the duration of the event, but just in case, let's say if the event is from let's say 9 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock in the evening, so if you are for any reason, if you are there only for a defined period of time, let's say from 11 in the morning till 4 in the evening, so you can simply select the start time, which is 1100 hours. You can select the end time, which is going to be 1600 hours, which is 4 p.m. And then there's this duration. So basically this duration is given in minutes. So you can always select the minutes. So let's say if we keep 5 minutes. So what this will do is this will divide your complete duration from 1100 hours in the morning to 1600 hours in the evening into 5 minutes, into call slots of 5 minutes each. So what will happen is the slots would be somewhere like 1100 hours to 5 minutes past 11, then 5 minutes past 11 to 10 minutes past 11, then 10 minutes past 11 to 15 minutes past 11, and so on till 1600 hours. So this will actually give the delegates, the visitors, an option to connect with you, to book an appointment with you, to schedule a call with you, so that just in case if any day of the event, since this for 3 days, so out of those 3 days, on any of the days, if they want to book a call, if they want to schedule a meeting with you, they can always select the call slot, they can always select the date, and a notification of that will be given to you in this call schedules tab. So anybody who might have just tried to fix up a meeting with you, a request to fix up a meeting with you can always check that in the call schedules over here, and then the name of that person will be displayed. So this will have the first name, the last name, the email ID, the mobile number, selected date, on what date they want to fix up a meeting, and the time as well, at whatever time they've requested you for a call. So using all these details, you can pre-connect with them, of course, and decide on the kind of mode that you would like to connect on the set date and time. Let's say you might just want to connect over the platform through a normal audio call, through a normal video call of the platform, or maybe on your phone directly, maybe through a normal audio call or a video call, maybe on WhatsApp, maybe on Facebook, maybe on Zoom, or maybe just through an elaborated email. So whatever is the mode that you might just want to connect with the other person, using these details made available to you, you'll get to know that the other person is interested in your in your product segment and wants to have a meeting with you. So that's the purpose of having a pre-meeting scheduling tab for the delegates over there. So coming back to the exhibitor stall again, what I had done was that adding the details of your booth staff members, as in the people whom you might just want to display the contact details of, and then dividing the call slot. Then you have to click on submit. and you will again get an alert like this that the detail has been successfully added. Then comes the document link. This is another important and the most important, I would say, feature. This basically gives you the feature to actually add and display your products in terms of a PDF document, an image in a JPG format, or a file which has to be again in YouTube or video platform uploaded. So you simply have to click on this tab which says add new document link. You have to select your name through the drop down. So in the drop down there will be just one display, which is going to be of course your name as per your login ID. You have to select the document type. It can be a PDF, it can be an image which has to be JPEG, or it can be a video. So accordingly the box will change over here. You have to write the name of your document. Let's say ABC is the name of your document, and a short description, a brief description about your document. Let's say if that is your company profile, so you can simply mention company profile if in case you want to. And then here, if it's a video, if it's in a format of video, then you'll have to select the document type as video and you'll have to paste the link over here. Otherwise, if it's a PDF, then you can select PDF and you can upload the document from your system. Please ensure that whatever documents you upload should not be more than 10 MB each. So you can upload as many as 10 documents, and that should not be more than 10 MB each. Then the most important feature while uploading this is the status button. So whenever you upload a file, you always have to check this box. You always have to tick on this box. Then only whatever file you upload will be made live on the front end to all the visitors, to all the delegates. Otherwise, the file will not be made live. So please ensure that this is done whenever you upload a file, and then you have to click on submit. So whatever file you upload will be made live to the visitors, to all the delegates, and you will also get an alert like this that the detail has been successfully added. Now coming on to the second part, which is the interaction between the visitor and the delegate. That I'd like to skip as of now. I'll come to that later. Before that, I'd just like to show you how the reports and analytic works. So you can simply go on to this dashboard wherein you see this total users. So this is basically a shortcut to the reports and analytics. This you can also see through the report manager, but here it gives you an ease of access that you can simply click on dashboard and you'll get the shortcuts to the reports and analytics part. So here you see the total of users and the number reflected. So since right now I'm showing this of an offline event, that is why it's 0. Otherwise, this basically reflects the total number of people who have landed onto your booth in maybe in a period of 3 days time, or maybe 4 days time, or whatever that event is live for. So this event is particularly for 3 days. This basically meet. So buyer seller meet. So this will reflect the number of people who might have actually landed up onto your booth. So you can simply click on this and a new tab will open up, which will have a complete database of all the people who have actually landed on your booth. As per the registration details provided by them, the same would be mentioned here. So the date would be mentioned, like on what date they were there on your booth. Location would be the name of your booth, of course. Their name, their email ID, their company name, their designation, their mobile number. All of that they might have given during registering themselves for this event, for this B2B buyer seller meet. All that would be mentioned over here. You can always export that in an Excel format, and you can keep that as a database for marketing purposes, for connecting with them, sending them emailers. Also, if you just want to like connect one-on-one, you can always do that from here only. Coming back onto the dashboard, there's this total document views. So when you click on this, you'll get to see the detail of any particular person who might have actually viewed a particular document uploaded by you. So let's say if you have uploaded this Phoenix brochure, the name of the file is Phoenix brochure, name of the exhibition would be mentioned here. Total number of views is mentioned over here, that 16 people actually viewed this document, opened this document, and through using this action button, view users, you can always get to know that who are those 16 people. So you will always have their email IDs again, their company name, the designation, the person's name, and their mobile number. So you'll get a complete list of people who have viewed a particular document of yours. You can always export that. You can have a filter just in case if you want to use that database, because that person opening that document might just be interested in that particular document, particular product. So you can always talk to them on that basis. Coming back, likewise, if somebody has downloaded a particular document of yours in a similar fashion, you'll get the complete details of those people as well. Like you got here for the views, you'll get here for the downloads as well. You'll get to know the name of the document, and using this action button, you'll get to know that who was that particular person who actually downloaded the document. And then again, export all feature tab is over here, so you can download this report as well. So this basically sums up the reports and analytics part. Now I would like to come on the second part, which was the interaction feature between the exhibitor and the visitor or the delegate. So for this, you will have to click on Exhibitor Managers. You will have to click on Exhibitor. Earlier what we had done was, while clicking on Exhibitor, we had clicked on Edit button, wherein we had uploaded all the social media handle links or the video link. Now what we have to do is, we have to click on Representatives. Over here, when you click on Representatives, you'll have to click on Add New Representative, and you'll have to add the name, email ID, country, WhatsApp number. If that number is enabled on WhatsApp, fine. Otherwise, there's no problem. You can enter any mobile number over here, and if required, a Zoom link as well. So this basically is the representative who has to be logged in from the front end on the platform so as to interact with the visitors, with the delegates. So here, whatever name you enter and whatever email ID you enter, this email ID is not going to be shown to anyone. This email ID is only for the purpose to enable you to use that email ID to log in on the front end. Then, of course, the number would be mentioned, the number would be displayed to that person. And if in case, if you want to connect with that particular person on a Zoom link, maybe off the platform, you can always use that over here. And just below your name, I'll show you how that happens, how that is displayed. Just below the name, there will be an option of a Zoom, an icon of Zoom. So that anybody who wants to connect off the platform on a Zoom link, that will also be there. So just make sure that whatever link you enter over here of Zoom or maybe Skype or whatever, or MS Teams, anything would work here. Just make sure that that link is an active link, and all the time somebody should be there actually to receive any person who might just want to get connected with you on Zoom, MS Team, Google Meet, or whatever. So I'll just come back. Now, one more thing that I'd like to mention, please do not get confused between adding sales info and adding representatives. Before this, what I had shown was clicking on Exhibitor Stall and adding staff info. So this staff info was only for display purpose. It is only for display purpose. You just have to fill in the details of maybe your management team's details or whatever you want to display as a business card. This is going to be there for the delegates, for the visitors to download and keep them as a record. But creating a representative, you'll have to click on Exhibitor, you'll have to click on Representative, and here you'll have to actually add a new representative, and you'll have to create a representative's email ID so that using that you can log in from the front end. So this is basically for the interactive feature. So I've already created this test ID. Using this, I'll show you how the interaction works. So I have been actually referring to the front end and the back end. So the back end is basically the exhibitor's dashboard, which is this, of course, through which you upload all your documents and whatever all I have been explaining so far. Front end is basically the virtual platform where the sessions are going to happen, where the exhibitor or the buyer seller meet is going to happen, where your booths would be seen to the visitors, where they can all view and go into any session hall or go into any exhibition booth and have an interaction with them. So I'll just stop sharing my screen and I'll just show you how the front end looks like. So this basically is a kind of login page or the landing page that we say for the front end. This is of some previous event that we had done, but ours is also going to be in a similar format, wherein you'll have to log in using your email ID that you have created for your representative on the dashboard so that you are admitted as an exhibitor. So I had created that test email ID, so I'll just use that. I click on submit. And I have logged into the lobby of the platform. So here there would be an exhibitor search button. So I can simply click on this, and like I had shown you that the product keywords, so these are the keywords, that's how it's going to be displayed. So whatever product segment you whatever product segments you put in there, those would be appearing to the delegates on this manner, and they'll be able to actually have a search for you. So just in case for this particular event, let's say if I want to meet somebody from school health, so I can simply write school health and see in the search result, I've got to know that yes, Ameya Life School Health deals in school health. I can always click on this and I can directly reach on to the booth. But here, since I'm logged in as an exhibitor, so I would just like to go onto my booth and be stationed over there so that I can interact with the visitors. So I'll just search for my booth. which is Phoenix. I've got Phoenix. I'll just click on view booth, and now I've landed up onto my booth. So this is the video screen that I've got over here, which will have the primary video playing. Here I've got my product videos, my documents that will be uploaded, and book an appointment would be for the delegates. They can always have an appointment fixed with me. Then there's the sales info, the social media, whatever social media links I upload will be displayed over here. Then a feedback tab would also be there, like I have just explained to you all. So this is what is going to be visible to the delegates. But the only difference is right now I'm logged in as an exhibitor and I see this attendees tab. This attendees tab will not be shown to the delegates. This is only for an exhibitor. So I can always click on this and I'll get a name, a list of name listed. Whosoever is there on my booth, whosoever is going to land up on my booth, I'll get a name of that person listed over here. Any person who is live there on my booth, for that very moment, I will have that person's name listed over here. And just opposite to that, there will be a green icon, a chat icon. So I do not have to wait for that attendee, or I do not have to wait for that visitor to initiate a chat with me. Rather, I can simply click on that on the name of that particular visitor, and I can initiate a chat through the chat window that will open up. Apart from that, I also have this all attendees tab, wherein I'll get to know the names of all the people who might have just landed up onto my booth through the front end only, and I can always click on this and message them if in case they are there live on my booth, which will only be reflected in the live attendees tab. So this is only given to the exhibitors so that they do not have to wait for anybody to initiate a chat. They can themselves do it if there's anybody live on their booth. Now I'd just like to call my colleague Sanjay to come on my booth and put up a message to me so that to show you all how it happens. Sanjay, are you there? Thank you. So my colleague Sanjay has actually come onto my booth and he has just put up a message to me. So I hope you all can see this chat window with a clink sound that just appeared because there was a notification of a message that a delegate or a visitor has actually put up to me. So I can always reply to him. So this, you all must have seen that there were double ticks, and then immediately those double ticks got converted into blue ticks. So it's a similar feature how it happens on WhatsApp, that if there are double ticks, that means the message has been delivered, and if there are blue ticks, that means that the other person has read the message. Then apart from having this text chat, if I want to share something, I can always do that using this options button over here. So there's a attachment clip. I can use this and I can drag and drop any file over here, which should not be again more than 10 MB and should only be in JPG or PDF format. And I can have it shared over this chat window also. Then if I want to save the conversation, I can click over here on this arrow and I can always save this conversation. So all of this conversation will actually get downloaded into a notepad on my system. So I'll get to know that yes, at what time and who actually tried communicating with me. So all that I can also do if I want to have a backup of all my chats. Now I'd just like to demonstrate how a audio call works and how a video call works. So as soon as I click on this, a ringing sound will appear to all of you. Sanjay, can you please accept the call? So like this, a box will open up wherein on your system, it will ask you to enable your microphones. So just to initiate an audio chat, please always give permission to your system's microphone to get connected on an audio chat. That's okay, Sanjay. You can just disconnect. Otherwise, we're going to have an echo because we are connected on two platforms right now. I'll also just quickly demonstrate how a video call works. For this, it will again, the system will again might ask you for permission to access your system's camera. So you should always have a webcam for this. So this is how a video chat box will open up, which will have the webcam enabled. I'll just disconnect that. Thank you. So all these features are there. Just in case if you want to use any emoticons, those are also there. It will just get loaded. So that's just a basic chat. I'll just come back now to the backend again. Now the last thing that I just want to demonstrate is the pre-meeting scheduling. So like the delegates have got an option to book an appointment with you all. Likewise, the exhibitors have also got this feature to book an appointment with the visitors. So you will get a complete list of registered visitors over here on this, wherein you'll only be able to see the name, the company name, and the designation or the job title of that person. And you can always schedule a call with them using the schedule button. Simply have to click on this. You'll have to select a date, and you'll see a notification like this going to them, and they'll get an automated email that such and such exhibitor wants to have a meeting with you on such and such date. So when they accept your request, they'll be given with both options of either accepting your request or declining your request. Just in case if they accept your request, then you will be made immediately automatically enabled available with the details of that person, the email ID and their mobile number. So as to let you know that yes, the other person is also interested to meet you, and using these contact details you can always get connected with them on the platform, off the platform, maybe on Zoom, maybe on an email, whatever suits you best. So you can always have this filter used of how many people have actually accepted your request. So these three you can, like here you see these three, so you always use their details. If you want to see the pending ones, you'll get to know that yes, these are the pending details, and none of them have the emails or mobile numbers displayed. So this will be made available to you only once they approve on your request. So using these, you can always have your connections done. You can always actually have a pre-meeting scheduling done with them. So this basically sums up all the features, all the functioning of the Exhibitor's dashboard and the interactive feature from the front end as well. I'll just stop sharing my screen now, and we can have the question and answers now. So do we have any questions? Doesn't seem like anyone has a question, so I believe it's quite clear to everyone.
Thanks, Pratik. Just give us the recording of that, so that if there is any issue, then we can go through that. Or can you share your mobile number so that whenever we have any issue, then we can contact you?
Sure, sir. After this, we will be sharing with you an email with the login credential, the recording of this session, and also we'll be sharing the contact details of our technical team who will be there available 24/7. So just in case if you require any kind of assistance, even if you want them to upload on your behalf any kind of documents, you can always have it sent to them. They will assist you in the best possible way, and there shouldn't be any problem.
Thank you.
So I think if nobody else has a question, then we can wrap up this session.
Hello, Pratik.
Yes, sir.
Please send the recording to us also.
Sure, sir. We shall mark you in all the mails that we send to the exhibitors.
Sure.
And another is we are supposed to schedule another Zoom meeting also. That the thing with the conference one.
Sure, sir. That Mayank will get in touch with you after this.
Okay, fine.
So, all right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining, and let's put up a good show on 8.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, how many parties, exhibitors are present right now here?
So, right now, actually, there are different people. Mayank, can you please tell us on that?
Sir, 10 exhibitors till now.
So, out of 35, only 10. So, the remaining 15, 25, they will get the video, recording, na? How to
Absolutely, sir.
Okay, fine.
All right. Thank you, everyone.